Alright, so today I'm doing a demo on a 2018 War Eagle Gladiator 750 with a Go Devil FNR Vanguard 40 horsepower engine. I just picked this boat up and I'm test running it today. So the boat is a 2018 War Eagle Gladiator 750 Bandit Edition in the bottomland, and this is the Vanguard 40 horsepower EFI. Now let me tell you a little bit about this surface drive setup. I know it's brand new to the market. Go Devil has just come out with this FNR setup with the forward, neutral, and reverse, and Vanguard has just come out with this 40 horsepower. So to get to put those together in a combination is exciting, and get to be one of the earliest ones to do it and get a boat. And it really is a very powerful engine, very quick throttle response. The surface drive itself is a very simple setup, but solid. And the throttle response with that setup is really quick. The engine, you can tell it just wants to be unleashed. The surface drive doesn't have trim and tilt, and I know a lot of people will say something about that and say, you spend that kind of money, you might as well have one with the trim and the tilt. And at Go Devil, they have basically expressed that there's no need to add extra things on for convenience when things sometimes can go bad or go wrong, and then you're stuck. Or it could be just that it just adds more weight to the setup itself. With this simple setup, they really did come up with a good idea with this lever action that's at the top by the handle. All you do is pull down on the handle and then push that lever back, and it will drop down to your reverse position, which will allow you to dig down and in. And then you just push the arm down and pull back on that lever, and you're right there set up in your perfect trim setting. So in essence, you can put this in reverse dig mode and then switch it to forward perfect trim mode quicker than somebody can push on a power trim button and move it up and down and try to find that sweet spot. So I'm real happy with that. You can tell this thing's got so much power. You definitely got to keep your hand on that grip and control that engine, but it is very smooth. And when you're running straight, a light hold on this thing is suitable. You can rest it on your hip, and it's got a lot of power. So I'm very happy with this setup. The reverse works great, and the forward has a lot of power. With the combination with this engine, it's powerful. So I'm very pleased, and we'll get back to some footage on driving the boat and riding on the river today. All right, here we go. So right here, I've got the boat finally trimmed to its pretty optimal spot for the weight that was in it today. There's no weight in the bow. If I had a little bit of weight up in the front, it probably would be even quicker. So I finally got that trim set in the back, and I'm giving you a view to the front. The boat's biting down real well with the bow in the water, and it is really cutting across hard. I'm at 3/4 throttle today on its first test run and break-in. So here's a view of the motor, and I'm at idle. It idles at 890 RPMs, and just giving you a little view show of the engine real quick. That's the surface drive view, and that's the gear switch for forward, neutral, and reverse, and the kill switch and the tilt trim knob. All right, so that concludes the preview of the War Eagle Gladiator 750 Bandit Edition with the Go Devil FNR 40 horsepower Briggs & Stratton Vanguard. I hope you enjoyed.